There's a great divide happening right now. You're either a creator who uses AI or you're never AI, anti-AI. Pick a lane. And I know people on both sides, not people online, people I actually love. I have close friends working in this industry who use AI every single day, and they tell you that it's not a shortcut. It's become a part of how they think, part of the process. Some of them will say quietly that without it, they're not sure if they'd still be working right now. Now that's not laziness, that's survival in a market that moved. And then I have friends on the other side, friends who look at the same tool and see something taken. Their argument goes like this: it's cheating. It cheapens the craft that I spent 15 years learning. And worse, these models were trained on the work of real artists who were never asked, never credited, and never paid. That's not innovation. That's theft with better PR. Add the environmental costs. Add the fact that this is just capitalism doing what capitalism does. And you know what? That's a real argument. That's not a Luddite talking. That's someone paying attention. Two good people, same industry, both right about something, and they won't speak to each other. Here's where the problem actually lives. It isn't the tool. Regardless of which side you're on, we're all having a human experience. Same rent, same doubt, same 3 a.m. wondering if the work matters. And we're spending that human experience fighting each other because the real villain isn't AI, and it isn't the purists. The real villain is what I call the algorithm monster. These platforms were engineered by some of the smartest people of this generation, people who could have cured something. Instead, they were hired to solve one problem. How do we keep them here a little longer? And they solved it. They don't love you. I need you to actually hear that, not as a hot take, as a fact about the architecture. The feed doesn't know what kind of artist you're becoming. It doesn't care. It measures one thing: what makes you flinch, lean in, compare, or rage. And then it hands you more of that forever. Outrage, trends, conflict, that's the menu. Not because it's true, but because it works. And every hour you spend furious, the app counts as a win. You could spend 3 hours enraged about AI, produce nothing, learn nothing, risk nothing, and change nothing. And that's a tremendous quarter for somebody. So the machine feeds the AI guy videos about how the purists are dinosaurs afraid of progress. And it feeds the purist videos about how AI bros are stealing from working artists. Neither one of them sees the other feed. They just see a character. That's not a conversation. That's two people yelling in two different rooms and calling it a debate. And this is the part that should make you angry. Your side of this fight is inventory. Both camps are producing free content for the same shareholders. The dunk video, the stitch, the comment war at midnight. All of it monetized. All of it sold against ads. The engineers never get tagged. The corporations never get quote tweeted. They just sit back, serve you ads while you tear into someone who does the same job as you. Between the outrage, between the takes, between the two artists tearing each other apart in the comment section, how many ads did you notice? I get hit with ads every 3 to 5 pieces of content I see. Sometimes the algorithm is so ambitious that it puts 2 ads right next to each other, thinking I won't notice. Does this happen to you? Exactly. You've been scrolling past the business model this whole time. It's invisible now. It's part of your ritual, like breathing. That's not an accident. That's the product working. You were never the customer. You were the inventory. You were the product. So here's where I've landed, and you can disagree with me in the comments, which is actually the joke of this entire video. I use AI. I use it downstream of my intention, never upstream of it. I use the 20-70-10 rule. The first 20% I'm heavily involved with: directing, prompting, designing, all the things, inputting that into AI. Then I bully AI 70% through the work. It gets me to a rough pass a lot faster. Never decides if the pass was any good. And I'll never use AI that's been taken from other artists and deprive them of not only credit, but what they earned. The last 10%, I come back in and I use my judgment, my taste, and I make sure that it is everything that I want it to be as a creative. That decision stays human, always, because that's the only part that was ever really mine. And if you never touch it, I'm not mad at you. I understand exactly why. Some of the best artists I know will never open it, and their work is not going to suffer for it. Taste is not a software feature. I'm not going to let a recommendation engine decide who my enemies are. Here's 3 things, and that's it. 1, call the friend on the other side. Not comment, call them. 90% of this fight dies the second there's a voice attached. 2, count the ads on purpose once a week. Make the invisible visible again. You can't resist what you can't see. And lastly, stop building your creative life on rented land. Start the list, build the website, own the door. The platform monetizing your outrage is not the platform that's going to actually protect your career. The tool is not the villain. The tool is a synthesizer, and you're the musician. The villain is the thing that convinced you the person across the aisle was the problem, while it quietly ate your afternoon and sold it. Log off angry at the right thing. Artism rules, and so do you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more like this, please subscribe, like this video, comment, share it with a friend that needs to hear it. Oh, by the way, I just published a brand new book called Artism Rules, 10 Irrefutable Principles of Being Creative in the AI Era. Check it out. You could buy it off of Amazon or go to artismrules.com, and I hope you enjoy it.